Ladies and gentlemen and ZTV maniacs of all ages, I just kicked the camera over. Alright, that's how excited I am for this week's special ZTV event. This is Warriors Week. We're going to be going to look at two Warriors themed games, starting off with Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate. Now, many of you know that way back when ZTV was in its heyday, so to speak, I covered Warriors Orochi 3 rather extensively. Now, roughly 2 years after the fact, we have the Ultimate version, and it's on PlayStation 4. And because of that, it's on a couple different systems, but I got it on PlayStation 4 because, hey, I needed something to play on PlayStation 4 because I have not bought any games for the PlayStation 4 since I did that impromptu birthday video where I showed off the different games I had. So here we've got Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate. Oh, don't go to a fucking demo. Alright, so what we're going to be focusing on, because I covered this game quite extensively, what we're going to be taking a look at mostly, we're going to be covering the various enhancements that have been made to the game. Let's start in story mode. There's actually a new mode, and we're going to be spending most of this video covering that. Okay, so here we are. And as you can see already, we're in kind of a new area. Now, first major addition to the game, new warriors. Most of them are in the other squad, but we're gonna just spin through the roster here, just to make sure I don't miss anybody. Musou, there's a new character. He was in Dynasty Warriors 8. Very nice. Alright, others. This is where most of the new guys are, actually. Nope. Okay. Alright, we got this guy, Seime Abe, or Ab, I don't know how to pronounce it. He's new. He's got an adorable little wolf doggy on his shoulder. That's really the only cool thing about him. We've got Rachel from Ninja Gaiden / Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate making an appearance. She was actually in the Wii U version of this game, Warriors Orochi 3 Hyper. And also in the PSP version of the game. Yeah, so she's here. This guy's new. He fights with a fucking riding crop and makes trees appear and shit. We've got Momiji, another favorite of mine from Dead or Alive Ultimate / Ninja Gaiden. Tamamo, she's evil as fuck. Yinglong, he's some mystic guy. A human version of Neza, who's one of the enemies that you fight earlier in the game. QB, who's the true version of Tamano. She's even more evil as fuck. A mystery character who we have not unlocked yet. Ooh, who could that be? We've got Kasumi. You all know her from Dead or Alive. Sturkenberg, or Sturk as he prefers to be called because nobody can pronounce his name. Who comes from some fucking game I've never played before. And last but not least, Sophia making a special guest appearance from the Soul Calibur franchise. Thankfully, we got her and none of her stupid kids that were in Soul Calibur 5. At any rate, I'm going to do a quick run through my favorite grinding stage with two of these newbies to try to get them. I'm trying to get brilliance on as many of my characters as I can for the other mode. Anyway, let's take a look at a couple of other new features that are in this game. We've got a new feature called Promote. What Promote basically does is it's kind of like a prestige mode. When a character hits level 100, you can promote / prestige. I call it prestiging because that's basically what it is. And that basically will... Let's go to a character that I can actually do it for. Okay, here's Dion Wei. We could roll him over back to level 1, and let him level up again. Now, the thing of it is that once you've prestiged a guy, every time they level up, they get what's called growth stones. Now, growth stones, you can see on the right, I've got a plus to my statistics over there. Those plus statistics have come from using growth stones, which are permanent stat boosters that will roll over with your character every time you promote them. So basically you can build them up to be stronger and stronger and stronger each time you promote them. Now there's some other benefits too. You can upgrade stones as to level up, which you can use to power up their abilities. You can promote up to 9 times, although that's way fucking overkill. You also get some extra benefits after promoting them enough time. After the 4th promotion, their speed is increased. After the 5th promotion, they get more growth points. After the 6th promotion and on, they can get more gems. Now, it might be actually worth it to get your speed and get more growth points. But anyway, that's kind of beyond. That shit's going to be beyond the scope of this video. I just want to show you, the stuff that's available. Another thing to consider is the first time that you reach level 100 with a character, you get 2 new item slots. In the original game, you only had 2 item slots, and you'll also note on the bottom there's a separate slot for the saddle because I have my red hair saddle equipped. I can equip that for one character, and it's equipped with anybody in that slot. In the original game, if you wanted to use a saddle, basically, and to do a lot of the harder missions and stuff, you basically needed to. You had to waste one of your characters that was on your team item slots. And I also had to fight a lot about who got to use red hair and who didn't. Because if I'm playing Dynasty Warriors 8, I don't like to equip red hair on anybody other than Guan Yu and Lu Bu, who were the historical riders of red hair. In Orochi 3, since there's like 100 and some characters, I said, okay, anybody who I deem badass enough to use red hair saddle can use red hair saddle. But again, I had to waste an item slot to equip it, and I only had 2. Now, as I mentioned before, you have 2 item slots. The first time you reach level 100, you get another 2 item slots. If you promote the character and then reach level 100 a second time, you get 2 more item slots for a total of 6, like Dian Wei has here. You can see a couple of my other top characters have them. Lian Shu's got 6 item slots. Guan Yu's got 6 item slots. Those are my top 3 characters, along with Rachel's got 6, and Momiji's got 6. And I got a few other characters that have 4 that I've promoted once. Okay, so that's a new feature. Let's see, what else? Another thing you'll note is, you'll notice all these characters have a weapon called a mystic weapon. In the original game, you had weapons that went from 1 to 4 stars, and then you had what was called a big star weapon, which I don't know if anybody watched my original video or remembers my original video. Big star weapons were weapons that started off weak, but as you leveled them up through killing enemies, got to be really powerful. And with the exception of a few characters, like the big hitters like Lu Bu and them, the big star weapons were almost always stronger, especially like characters like Liu Bei, whose 4-star weapon gives him like a plus 18 attack rating or something, which is pathetic. Now these mystic weapons, you see, have a higher base attack than the 4-star weapons do. You can see there, she has a plus 55. Sophia's got plus 72 on hers. And then, now if you'll also notice, there's also a weapon called, you see we have Flame Tongue, which is their normal 4-star weapon, and then we also have another 5-star weapon called Flame Tongue X, which is a more powerful version of their 4-star weapon. Now to get this, you see this is stronger than even the Mystic weapon. To get the Mystic weapon, you have to fulfill certain conditions within a certain stage for that character. Those who are veterans of the Warriors games may remember, like, in the olden days, to get the best weapon for your character, you would often have to go and do some ridiculous thing on hard mode or above, like kill, certain enemy, during a blue moon, while backflipping off of Red Hair's ass or something. I don't know. In this game, all you have to do is be on a certain level with your character on hard mode and kill either a certain number of guys, specific named officers, or a combination of both within a certain time limit. So it's not, it can still be hard, but it's not as obscure. Now, to get the other 5-star weapon, the X weapon, you have to forge it, and we'll get to that in a minute. You'll also notice there are also some new elements and modifiers that can be put on your weapon. You'll notice Sophia has something called Ice Bolt and Wind Slay on her weapons. There are a bunch of attributes that you can put on your weapons that are elemental attributes that are combinations of the other ones. Now, in the original game, it was generally accepted that the best elements to have on your weapon were Bolt, Wind, and Slay. Bolt and Slay both made it so that when they procced, they did a certain amount of damage to the enemy. And Slay could kill normal guys in one hit. Those are both important. Wind made it so that when it procced, that your attacks were unblockable. Now, obviously, you want all those. Now, the nice thing about having like a Wind Slay is that because you have both elements on one slot instead of taking up 2 slots, you can then use the 2 slots. You only have one. You can use the other one for something else. We also have one called Wrath. Wrath imbues all your attacks with attributes when the life gauge is full. Now, Brilliance was one that I try to get on every single one of my characters because it makes it so that when your Musou gauge is full, all your attacks have attributes. So there's a couple other alternate versions of that. There's one that has it when your life gauge is full, one that has it when your life gauge is less than half. Now, I don't use that one because I don't like playing with death. But, if you combined the two, you could pretty much have, well, I don't know, it's hard to say. Because what if you have like 3/4 of your life? Okay, so you have that. That's important. Let's see. Is there anything else new here that I want to cover? No. Let's talk to the blacksmith. Now you see the black. Now here's an important. This is important. This does not seem like a big deal, but to me it was. In the original game, you could only hold 8 weapons. Okay? Anything past those 8 got thrown away if you couldn't merge it with another weapon. In Ultimate, you can sell excess weapons for money. This is very useful because you have all these extra weapons. What do you do with them? Well, you get some cash for them. Especially when I do weapon runs, trying to get brilliance or high-level attributes for my characters. Now, those combined attributes that I told you about, those only appear on weapons that you buy or in orbs. Orbs are something you can craft, or you get them in the new mode. And we're going to get to the new mode soon, in a minute. That's going to be my main focus. I just want to cover as many of the new features in the game as I can, because that's kind of the focus of this video, is to cover all the new stuff. Okay, so yeah, these are all the orbs I got. You can slap any of these orbs in your weapons, just like other weapons. So if you want to get some Slay, you get some Slay orbs. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, and we've got all these materials. These we get in the new mode, and you use these for making all kinds of stuff. And we can craft orbs, with these different materials that we're going to get. And we can craft weapons. Now you see, the weapon will show up when you have some of the materials that you need. You can see I'm short on some of them. You know, so if I had enough of these materials, I could forge some badass equipment. See, look at this shit. This is powerful shit. I mean, plus 79. So on and so forth. Plus 96 for Tadakatsu Honda. If I had an amber, we could forge that, and Tadakatsu would be an even bigger beastier beast than he already is. Okay, so you see that. Okay, so that's a lot of the new stuff. Okay, we're gonna do a quick run just to kind of get you affiliated with the action again. Another new feature. In the original game, there were 4 chapters. You can see now, there's 8. They added 4 new chapters to the game with a new story, basically, where you fight this bitch named QB, who, as you see, we unlocked eventually. There's also these mirror stages. And actually, instead of running my normal stage, I'm going to run one of these new stages, because then after you beat the entire new story mode, you unlock a mirror mode of some of these other levels, and we can get some of the good ones here if we beat it on Chaos. Of course, we actually have to beat it on Chaos too, but that's going to be that'll be our little channel. Well, Gracia is close to level 100, so she should be okay. Alright, I'm gonna run this stage, because I know I have a couple characters that need Bold Slay orbs. And if I beat this on Chaos, I get a Bold Slay orb. Okay, so blah 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 blah. Oh! Alright, then we got Zheng He. Okay. Alright, now this is going to be rough for Kasumi and Sophidia because they're not buffed up, but there is something we can get. Basically, it's going to be Gracia or bust. Gracia fulfills the role that Dion Wei had in the original game, where I built him up specifically. Actually, I had Guan Yu and Leon should do it because they had nothing else to do. Because there was no super awesome mode that we're going to get to in a little bit there was nothing left for them to do, so I just spec'd them out to get to run other characters through my grinding stage and get weapons for them, so that I could try to get weapons of good modifiers for them. Okay, so here we go. Here's the stage. Quick switch off Kasumi, because she'll get fucking slaughtered. Alright, that's Gracia. I don't know if I ever showed you her in the original videos, but she basically throws Hadoukens off of her horse. We're going to run through the stage relatively quickly. Basically, this QB chick is creating all kinds of fucking whack-ass clones of everybody and turning them against each other after the peace was restored from when we beat the original game. Zheng He is rambling about beauty again. Dumbass. Jiha is like, man, these guys are fucking idiots. So we're gonna try to kill everybody. The key here is gonna be you do not get fucking thrown off my horse, because you can get even though okay, here's the important thing. This is the XP fever, or as I like to call it, the millions of dollars power up. Basically, this makes it so that every fucking enemy that I kill, even these little moods drop a 300 XP scroll. So you can see I switched over to Sophidia so she can get some of these. I call this the millions of dollars power up, because when you get it, if you get it in the right spot, you get millions of dollars. And you can do the millions of dollars dance. She got about 4 or 5 levels off of that. Gracia is close to level 100, so I didn't let her pick it up. So I switched over to her. Sophia has brilliance on her current weapon. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get another brilliance to stack on her other new weapon because I don't want to lose. I could just move everything over from the mystic weapon to the new weapon, but then I'd lose the mystic weapon, and I could just go get another one, I guess. But whatever. I'm trying, I want to have a whole collection of the mystic weapons. Alright, so anyway, moving on. Gracia is supposed to have fucking Typhoon on her weapon, but it doesn't work when she's on horseback. I don't know why. Typhoon makes little whirlwinds shoot out, or actually I shouldn't say little whirlwinds, fairly big ones, shoot out when you do normal attacks. But for some reason, maybe because her attack off of a horse is a projectile, I don't fucking know. It's some kind of fucking bug or something. Anyway. Now, one interesting thing to state is that normally, I got that millions of dollars power up. Normally only one drops on a stage. However, on Chaos mode, you can actually have two of them drop. So that's why that's the other reason I did this on this stage on Chaos, is because I figured they give me 2 cracks at the millions of dollars. And so Sophia can get a few levels up out of it. We're also not getting a whole lot of weapons. Even though Gracia has a +10 prosperity on her weapon, which is supposed to make it so that more weapons drop when I kill enemies. But that's not working real good. I think I got 1 weapon so far. Now because we got all these elements, there's a weapon. I always love Jiazu's laugh. Well, kind of, Chaos mode is kind of glass cannon-y because you can get killed. At high levels, the attributes you have on your weapon, I think, are more important than your attack rating, because the bolt and the slay combined do shitloads of damage to most stuff. And if you've got brilliance or a similar ability, you pretty much just rip through shit, even if you're not quite as high as. You saw Sophia was doing okay, even though she's level 60 something. Okay, now here comes Achilles. Meanwhile, Jiahao Wan is talking to his son who he saved like 5 minutes ago. Here's some faggot. Okay, I got a strategy for dealing with that beast. Let's give it a try. Alright, here's the attack. Basically, we're going to lure this guy in, and everybody's else is going to go around him and whoop him from behind. Meanwhile, I'm going to have Sophia slaughter a few turkeys. Maybe I don't know, doing schools or food. Incredible display of skill. Now here come the turkey gobblers. Hey faggot, don't run. Oh yeah, another thing another new feature I should point. I forgot to point this out. When you normally every character has this special skill, like, that you level up through your proficiency. Now, like for Gracia, hers is Fortune, which improves the quality of weapons and items that you get after the battle, which is why I spec'd her out to do weapons runs instead of some of the other guys. When you hit level 100 the first time, you actually get a second special ability. Like you can see here, hers now, she has Solidity, which reduces damage you see from enemy officers for all team members. Sophia also she's been promoted once, so she also has one called Efficiency, which increases damage inflicted on enemy officers for all team members. That's another little thing. See, I'm remembering stuff that's like... I shall return! Remember that! Okay, there's Achilles. Looking big and stupid. There's a weapon drop. Alright, let's get Achilles. Even though he's just kind of standing there doing nothing, we better kill him. Alright, so he dropped the weapon. Why you? I remember this. Yeah. I already killed the crazy. Alright, now you have a do so he's pissed off. He's getting ready to do something sneaky. You and Ayane are going to do something whack. And Rachel is advancing. Now I'm going to defeat Rachel. I'm going to let Rachel kind of get in with these enemies, because usually a lot of times when I run this stage, Rachel usually drops one of the XP fever or the millions of dollars. So I'm going to try to get her to kind of bunch in with a bunch of the other enemies that are on this area, so that like if I kill her and she drops that, you want to defeat. You hope that the XP fever drops when there's like a shitload of mooks around you, because then you kill them all and you get a fuck ton of experience points. So we're gonna kind of lure Rachel over here. There's also one other enemy officer over here, just some jobber. We'll kill him while we're waiting for him. Like if you see a bunch of guys and an officer, try to kill the officer first, just in case they drop that thing. Because it can be, I've got like 12 levels off of it. Okay, he just dropped it. Okay. Come on, Rachel. We're waiting for you. We're waiting for you, honey. And you did a stupid little infiltration. He thinks he's some kind of badass. Okay, here comes Rachel. She's threatening to crush me beneath her. Well, okay. I would totally take that fate of being crushed beneath her. Okay, she didn't drop the millions of dollars, but she dropped the weapon, so that's okay. It was worth a shot. They got me. Well, you threatened to crush me. I mean, I wouldn't mind being crushed to death underneath her giant tits, but, you know, I mean, I could think of worse ways to die. Alright, we took out Ryu. Okay, Ryu dropped the weapon. A ninja has no use for compassion. I have felt your conviction. There is no need for us to cross blades any further. And here comes Musashi again. There you'll be a dumbass. Miyamoto's a fucking dumbass. He makes Lu Bu look like fucking Zhuge Liang. Alright, now here comes Zhang Jiao for no apparent reason, other than he's actually the imposter that we have to kill. I was supposed to kill Zhang Jiao to really clear the stage. He's got some bitch weapon. Oh no, the divine mirror! Oh no, and he's dead. And he dropped the weapon. Alright, so we got some weapons. And he whooped his ass. Apparently that guy, this guy is actually even more gay than Zhang He. I mean, at least say what you want about Zhang He, but at least he doesn't wear fucking lipstick. Oh, Zhang Jiao was an imposter? What's the meaning of this? I'm so confused! Yes, that seems to happen a lot. You've been tricked by this one's little ploy. Oh, I'm so sorry! Fucking dumbass. Man, this guy's a fucking idiot. Oh, wow. Get him out of here. And where are the crews? Oh, that Zhang Jiao was an imposter. Why could I let myself be deceived like that? Well, because you're an idiot. Alright, we got an orb. We got some growth points. Alright, we got some weapons. Ah, Kasumi got one with brilliance. Excellent, that's what I was looking for. Everything else she gets is gravy. Don't throw out the one with brilliance. And Sophia is gonna get some. And she got one with brilliance. Good, because I wanted to get one with brilliance to put on her Flame Tongue X. And Grashi got some weapon. I've got her weapon maxed out perfectly. You can see the way I like it. You've got the tri-element, which is fire, bolt, and ice all on one slot. And then wind slay, so she's in good shape. Alright, and we got a lottery ticket. And Jiazu's pissed at me. But Zhu Huang and the others. Look at this fucking guy. Seriously, look at that fucking guy. And yes, that is a guy. When the first time I played this game and unlocked him, I was like, is that a dude or a girl? Did they make a female version of Zhang He for Samurai Warriors? I don't fucking know. Oh well. And Kasumi and Jia Wan are good pals now. Excellent. That went exactly how I hoped. I couldn't have possibly hoped for a better result than what we got. Alright. Weapon fusion. Alright, now we're gonna fuse some weapons. More absorption. Bolts. Explosives. Alright. And then also we've got these orbs. We could slap anything we wanted on these. See, and we also got a bolt. We got a bolt slay orb. That's what we got from clearing that stage. Alright, so now we can really start beating the piss out of stuff. Okay. And then Kasumi is going to get, let's see, what do we got for her? Oh, we just want a brilliance. Oh, and a typhoon. A typhoon wouldn't be bad. I actually think typhoon is more useful than reach. And brilliance can go in place of diligence. I knew I had one bum thing there. Okay, so she's looking good. We need some wind slay and some tri-element. Sometimes you can buy a weapon that's got them, although they're expensive. But not in this case. Okay. So this has a wind slay, so we'll buy this one. And see, now she'll have that, and we can get something else to put in the slot of that wind. Okay. Now. We sell off the excess weapons, get some cash. Excellent. Okay. Not going to pull the lottery yet. We're going to distribute some. Okay, so there. Now Gracia's level 100. She's got 2 more item slots. We're going to distribute some growth points. We'll distribute more when we get to the other mode. Because now it's time to go to the other mode. Now you see here we've got the upgrade stones. Now we can use these to increase our other abilities. I like to stick them in... You can max every character's speed out at 180, which is beneficial. Other than that, I like to put points in Musou because that doesn't get as upgraded as other stuff. So you can see all the characters. These are all the characters that we've promoted at some point. Okay? Alright. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom and stuff, and then we're gonna dump into the other mode. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, before I go after the weapon, or actually before I go into the new mode, I'm going to give you guys a demonstration of how to get one of the mystic weapons. Okay. We'll just do hard. Holy shit, look at that fat motherfucker. Alright. Okay, so the object is, according to my little wiki page I'm reading, is that Tokugawa has to kill 1,000 enemies in under 10 minutes. Now, the trick is, unlike to get some of the rare weapons or rare items in the game, you have to fulfill a kill requirement just of a certain character on your team. They don't actually have to do anything, but they have to be there. To get these mystic weapons, I'm pretty sure that the character in question has to get 1,000 kills. Okay? Now, I found that this wiki page that says I gotta get 1,000 kills, for the most part, is a little inaccurate. And really, like, it seems like it'll say I gotta get 1,000, but it's more like 750. Like, it's always like 3/4 of what the wiki page says, which is fine by me. Now, sometimes I'll have to do something else, like kill certain officers within the time limit. 10 minutes is a pretty generous time limit to get 1,000 kills. The Tokugawa's got fucking cannonball that shoots out of his pipe or whatever that fucking thing is. This guy's pretty badass. Okay, we got XP fever, which isn't going to do us a whole lot of good because there aren't a lot of guys around. Not a whole ton anyway, I've seen more. I'm not sure how long it actually lasts. There's no actual timer for it. Well, we got a few, you know, I think we were level 40 when we started this. We're level 45 now, so we got 5 levels off of it. Nothing wrong with that. Now, the trick to this level is you gotta kill these assholes pretty quickly, or they'll kill or your team leader will get killed. When you save the other officers that are floating around on this level, they go and help your other allies. Like Guan Yu is who you guys protect in this level. But as long as you take out the enemy officers in a reasonable amount of time, they'll go assist Guan Yu. So you don't have to worry about necessarily pulling his ass out of the fire. Yamway's pissed. He doesn't like this shit that's going on. Messengers spread false information. We gotta destroy them so that the false information can be spread. Don't let the messenger get shot. Any character that you put brilliance on is going to be pretty much a boss. You can pretty much just wreck shit off a horse. Which is really what you need to do to get a lot of these weapons and shit. When I do one of these runs, what I like to do is I'll take, knock him off his horse. Oh yeah, he's also got a flamethrower hidden in his fucking pipe. Or, I guess I'll call it a pipe. Sure, why not? I mean, he shoots cannonballs and shit out of it. John Way is pretty impressed with our badassness. What I try to do when I'm going after one of these weapons is I'll bring one person on the team that I'm trying to get the weapon for. Then I'll bring somebody that I'm trying to level up so that I can benefit off a potential millions of dollars item. And then I'll just bring somebody who's really buffed up so that once I actually pick up the weapon, I can clear the stage pretty quick. Okay, I'm gonna see if it shows up at 750. Yep, see, treasure's been discovered. See, even though it's like 3/4 of what the wiki page says. I don't know if that was something that was like adjusted from the Japanese version to the North American version, but they adjusted the amount of kills you need to get. But anyway, okay, let's go get our weapon. It showed up somewhere in the middle of the field. It also wants me to go help Zhang Fei with the catapult. Well, it's not a war we should be waging. Shut up, Jiang Wei, you ain't shit. Let's see, where's that weapon? We got a weapon off the other guy. Treasure. Oh, it's right to the left of Where is it? Fuck out of my way, you asshole. I'm looking for the weapon. Oh, we got it. Okay, valuable. Okay. That log says the valuable item is obtained, so I'm gonna believe it. That means I picked up the weapon. I might have like picked it up while I was hitting some of those other guys. Now we gotta go help Zhang Fei. Wants me to use the catapult. Well, I'll show you the just for shits and giggles. I'll show you the catapult. All right, you ready to see the catapult? See, I gotta shoot these guys. It's like bowling for dollars. Let's do it again. Boom! Suckers! First it would be faster to jump down there, but But this is entertaining. The way they all like get knocked up in the air and shit when I drop a bomb on them is entertaining. Alright, we whooped their ass. Blast them. And there's a big cannon blast for their sorry ass. Alright, now we're gonna jump down. Like real men. In case any good power ups drop down here. Alright, let's switch over to Kasumi. Now she's got some power. Maybe she can get some extra experience points. Killing some of these creatures. Or if nothing else, she'll get some power on her weapon. You know, because you level up your weapon by killing guys. Ding dong. You know, see, see those wind blasts that are shooting in front of me? That's what's supposed to happen when you have Typhoon equipped on your weapon. Why it doesn't work for Gracie off a horseback? It works when she's off her horse, but not with it off or something. I don't know. Could be a bug. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna blame it on Doomsaw, even though he had nothing to do with making this game. He's still a dickweed. Once I get up top, I'll show you some of Kasumi's regular moves. So I gotta kill this guy. So this might not be the best idea. She's of course a speed character, so she's busy. Well, I didn't save, so I'm a dumbass. Usually I save after getting one of those weapons, but I figured I'd be able to kill everybody. Anyway, Kasumi's not all that good compared to some others. Anyway, let's get on to the real... Oh yeah, a couple other new features to this game. One of them is that there's actually there was a special move that you did by pressing R1 or right bumper when playing on Xbox. Now you have two R1s. One of them is done in midair, so that's an important thing. There's also something called dual mode, which I'm just going to show you real briefly. Dual mode is you can pick a team of characters and then battles and turkeys, and then you also get like a set of cards which do all kinds of different stuff, and you can use these during your battle. I'll just show it to you real quick. And we can pick a stage to battle on. And I'll just show you one of these battles real quick. This is almost kind of like Dynasty Warriors, the fighting game. Okay, so here's the fighting. Now, as you fight, you'll get points which can be used to activate these cards. Now, the Sophia card that I have heals me. But this is my favorite. This is Tachibana's card. That has all kinds of lightning. If it actually hits the guy, it really fucks him up. card will make the guy freeze in place. Which is really great if I want to use Leanne Shook, because I can just shoot the guy. You can use these cards actually anytime you want, whether even if you're like knocked down or some shit. There's Momiji's crossbow right bumper special. I'm going to refer to those as special moves from now on. Rather than calling it like an R1 move, I'm just going to refer to it as a special. So she's got an aerial special and a standing special. And every character now has both a regular and an aerial special. Leanne Shu had the healing rain, which stuns the guy and heals you. And we kick their ass. Alright. And we got a few growth points for that. A whole 1,000. Whoop-de-doo. You know, there's also a survival mode where you just fight endless guys, and it's actually a pretty good way to build growth points. There's a little exploit where you can keep getting more and more growth points, but we won't get into that. Alright, so here's the real deal. This is Gauntlet mode. Now, when I last covered this game, I showed you how I had a maxed out group of level 99 or people. In this game, you can actually go from 99 to 100. 100 in the previous game, 99 was the maximum level, and this one's 100. So you say to yourself, okay, I've beaten the last level on Chaos mode with a maxed out team. What do we do next? Well, now we go into Gauntlet mode. Now you can see we're back in this hell again. Okay. So, here's what we can do in Gauntlet mode. First, okay, well we've got the blacksmith. And we do pretty much the same crap that he does in the other. You'll notice that we actually have 5 characters in our group instead of the previous 3. And I'll get to that in a second. First, I want to see if there's any good weapons for any of my characters that we've got. 9999. That's got to be great. I'm not spending all that kind of money. Rachel's maxed out with hers. Sophia. And you see, we don't have all the characters unlocked in this particular event. And let me show you why. That's kind of because I've kind of built this into like a cool club of like all the characters that I actually think are worth using. Like then once I unlock them, then I invite them into the party, so to speak. Young, nothing good, new day. Nothing really. See me. Lubu. I would have said good characters. Hayabusa. You got anything good going for you? Bolt Slayer. No. Guard. Achilles is really fucking strong. He's like, you can get a baseball bat for him. That's good. Momiji's maxed out. Sophia. Look at these turkey guzzlers that we got. Nobunaga. Mitsuhide. See, there's a lot of different combinations of these elements, so sometimes it's tricky getting the one that you actually want. Also important to note here is that sometimes you can get more orbs with those double elements already fused to them. So that's useful for us. See, now Bolt Wind, that's good, and that's fairly cheap. So we'll pick that up. We will replace the regular bolt. Alright. So a lot of same stuff here. Now, nice thing is if I draw from the lottery here, I'm only going to get weapons for characters that are in the group of people that I have invited to this mode, or that I've unlocked for use in this mode. So that means I'll get weapons for characters that I actually like using instead of just random dumbasses. Doesn't necessarily mean I'll get anything good, but it does mean that I'll get weapons for those characters. Again, we'll explain how everything works as we go. Okay, so no, you can't carry a weapon. Man, I didn't get jack shit. What we find? We ain't found shit. Alright, now here's the Mystic. Okay. Now the Mystic gives you these side quests, okay? You can see we've got a bunch of side quests. These are all open. I can only have 5 going at once. Now you can see I get rewards of gems and crystals, and sometimes I get orbs, and sometimes I get new items. See, there's new items that can be obtained from doing this. Isn't that exciting? See, if I do this, I get an Icewind orb and a Windslay orb. Alright. And then we also, as we defeat characters in this mode, we then are able to summon them here and use them in this mode. Very exciting. All of your growth points and your weapons and everything that you get from one mode carries on back and forth to the other. So you can see here we got growth points. We got 180,000 growth points. Alright, we're going to use some growth points. Alright, so we get growth points. Alright, now we're going to assemble a team. I always keep Leanne Shaw on the team because she has a great deal of power. I don't think I ever got a brilliance in Cal, did I? No. But I got one in Nobunaga. Okay. We're not... Leanne Shaw is my anchor. Now, we're going to use this mode... I'm going to do I'm going to try to do 2 stages. One, I'm just going to bring my top team so that we can, do that. Okay. She's kind of my anchor because she's level 100, she can heal herself, and she can pick off enemies at a distance. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to save before I actually do this. Okay. Alright, now here we go. We have 2 levels unlocked. I'm going to play a level... Hold on. We'll play this stage. Okay. So, we play this stage. We've played all these already, so we kind of know what's in them. Okay, so we're going to play this stage. Alright. Now this is what's going to happen. Okay, these we have formations. Formations are important to this mode. We can equip 3. Now each formation gives you a boost to your abilities, and also special effects, and it also gives each character in your group a special power. And you can see there's different powers available to us. Let's see if we have any that are well balanced. Like here, Scout Formation. And this, the 2020 preset field of vision. See, you can see on the screen there what abilities we get from each one. See, that might be useful because it'll let us see the treasure chest. You can level these up as you use them. I usually use Light Formation because it gives us more healing options, which is important. Okay? And preparations, everybody's got goodies. Okay. Here's our team, here's our info. I gotta have brilliance going into this, or at least, okay. Let's start the fight. Alright. Now you're gonna see what happens is, at the beginning, we got a party of 5. You can see, at the beginning, everybody starts out pretty weak, or the enemies do. Now you'll see on the lower left corner, the lower right corner of the screen above my KO counter, something called miasma. That increases with time. And the higher that goes, the stronger the enemies in the area get. Now, we lower that by use of these circular things on the ground called dragon portals. Hold down the button on those, and that will lower the miasma level in the board. Sometimes it also gives you extra effects, like it can heal you, or give you added attack power, or make treasure chests appear. You can see there, increase my attack with my ability of my allies. Basically, it gave me attack and defense buff. That's great. Now, behind one of the dragon portals in the level, and you don't know which one, is the exit. And sometimes just guys just fucking show up at random. And then with formation gauge. Now, by pressing the right thumbstick, I do this special ability. Okay, so now this one made me speed up. I can switch between 3 different formations. Okay, so there's Hawkeye. That enables me to see where the treasure chests are. Some of these treasure chests will put up added miasma, which you don't want. Okay, now see how this dragon portal is purple. This is very, very important to note. Because any of these purple portals, you know, that millions of dollars power up, anytime you activate a portal that's purple colored, you get the millions of dollars. So watch this. Okay, we got Scroll of Enlightenment. Now watch me get some levels. Watch Liu Bei go. Alright, he's beasting. And when you're done, we do the millions of dollars dance because Liu Bei got like, I don't know. And Lancia just basically kills herself. You're a copycat! Now, if one of your guys dies during this, you can, they'll revive after a period of time. Now, the bad thing is, if everybody in your group dies, then you lose. Which is why we saved before we started this. Okay, now here's another one. This one's going to have $1 zillion in it. Okay, now I think Oberdog was on like level 30 when I started this, and now he's on level 41. See, he got like 10 levels. This is a great place to level up if you know what you're doing, if you can find those portals, if you can find those purple portals. Sometimes you get a level with a lot of them on there too. Oh boy, here comes Wayne Brady, guys. Let's switch to Joan of Arc. Where the fuck is she? How did she get all the way over here? I healed everybody, that's good. Joan of Arc is very strong. She's got this fucking tidal wave that fucking ruins shit. You wretched human. Rest in peace. Now these black chests sometimes have good stuff in them. Now, sometimes chests are also blocked by miasma, and you have to kill certain enemies or something to open them. So that one had a bunch of materials in it. That's good. Oh boy, here comes the group. Now, sometimes you can get... Where the fuck is the rest of my team anyway? Where the hell did they all go? Alright, folks, this fucking flying people left and right. Where do you go? Beast and all over the place. He's picking up treasures left and right. That was impressive. Sometimes there's like teleportation. See, there's Sophia lands. I don't know how to fuck. Yeah, there you go. Tiger Jam, don't get out of here. She took a bad hit. Oh shit, she's getting hit. She's getting fucking jungle rape. Jungle rape, jungle rape, get up. Okay, let's see. Sophia's gonna do some damage. Okay, we got a sworn ally with Peng Day item. As you defeat the famous officers, you unlock them for use in this mode if you want to get them. It is very important to keep activating those dragon portals because that keeps the miasma level under control. If it gets too high... Oh yeah, Sophidia has her famous throw. Let's get it. Let's isolate a guy and then... There it is. She does the muff grinder from Soul Calibur. Sadly enough, she does not do her other famous move, which is the knee to the nuts followed by "I'm sorry." This would be the best game ever if she did that. I mean, it's good as it is, but if she had that move, and you could just randomly, there's millions of dollars here. Come on, get on that thing. Here we go! Millions of dollars! 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 See, she got up several levels from that, and that's important. You know, if you want to get buff. He's an ass kicker, folks. Unlimited formation gauge. See, now this will create this is the formation I like to use because it creates, you get two characters. Okay, so now here's the exit. Now we can get out. See, we create a defensive zone which increases our defense. Okay. So now we can come back to that anytime we can get the fuck out of this hellhole. But I'm going to explore a little bit more, try to pick up a couple extra treasures and stuff. I don't start getting too worried until the miasma gets to like level 50. That's when things start getting out of hand. So that's what we're creating. Now we got a limited formation gauge. Ah, see, I knew it. There's another millions of dollars over here. You ready? Raking in. This is where you get real ultimate power, folks. I don't know, she was like level what, 60 something when I started this, now she's 87. Is this another one? Or did I do this one already? Yeah, I think I did this one. I'm going to switch to Liu Bei. I'll let Liu Bei get started. Technically it doesn't matter because I already activated that portal. See, Liu Bei doesn't move as fast because I don't have him promoted. Once I promote a guy, the first thing I do is I level up their speed. Oops, we got treasure chest.
Hey, their wits are a match for mine, faggot.
See, ooh, yeah, see, treasures. Alright. We're gonna get the hell out of here. Someone died, man. Should have died. Ooh, man, that's a bad sound. Oh, Pang Day gets the muff driver. My God. Everybody's getting the muff driver. Like I said, Leansha will eventually... She's back to life now. I use her, I keep her in the group so that if things get dicey, she can kind of pick and shoot her way through the whole works. Alright, we're gonna get out of here. And we're out. Okay, we got a shitload of growth points. Fucking 136,000. And we got all kinds of this crap. And we became very wealthy indeed. Alright. Alright, let's get Sophia. Let's just... Okay, so she's level 100, so now she's going to have 6 item slots. Alright, let's see. So you got a bunch of levels. Okay, now upgrade stones. Alright. Ah, see, now she's got 2 more. She's got 2 more slots. Let's see. Let's give her. Decrease damage taken from enemy projectile attacks. So we've got some new items too. Cannot be knocked back when performing aerial thrust. I don't know what the fucking aerial thrust is. That's a pretty standard loadout. Let's see if we got any cool weapons. Or actually, let's go see. Okay, so let's see if we can summon any. Okay, Sujian, he's alright. See, sometimes you get new formation, draft formation. Now, there's a winner. Sometimes when you... We'll bring Diao-chan into the mix. Sometimes when you bring a new guy in, you also unlock some new formations. I feel like good Ranmaru Mori. Faggot. Okay, so, and then let's see if we did, how we did any of these. Any of these, any close to, okay. Nope, guess not. Okay. Now this is serious fucking business. We're not gonna, okay, we've got some characters level up. For this next stage, we are not going to fuck around. We are going to bring dedicated ass kickers into the group. And by that I mean people who are all fucking level 100. This will give me a chance to show off some of the new characters anyway. Okay. Everybody's level 100 that's going to be going into this. We won't be able to level anybody up, but that's alright. All these characters should have strong weapons as well. If we can get any wind slay, now would be the time to have it. Alright, you ready for the big main event? Now we're going down into level 2. There's 4 levels of this, from what I understand. Now there are 3, you can see how it says links, 3 battlefields. That means we gotta go through 3 levels. Alright, so you get to see Momiji, Rachel, and Sophidia in more action. Alright, you ready? We're gonna pick some new music for this stage too. I like this guy's theme. Alright, here we go. Again, they're gonna start. Okay, let's switch to Momiji because you really get to see what they're doing. Alright, Momiji is pretty well balanced actually. She's also got very good R1 attack that actually lands. It does a shitload of damage. Look at you guys! Why the fuck do I want to help him? I'm still gonna take advantage of, even though everybody's level 100, I'm still gonna try to take advantage of the XP bonuses because I think those contribute to the amount of growth points I get. So I got a fucking lot of fucking growth points. I got a poo flower. I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, powerful opponent. Who died one hit. Really, really powerful. Oh, enemies are alerted. Oh, bring them on. In the early stage of this, the enemies, as long as you got a nice powered up unit like this, the early enemies are just blood for the blood god. Oh, here comes new WAP. Yeah, sure, lady. Whatever. Look at this fucking carnage. Try to pick a bunch of treasures. Now I want to absorb some of the miasma. See, you never know where you'll find the mystic item that you need to complete that badass X weapon. Okay. Let's switch over to Rachel. Rachel hits really fucking hard. On horseback, too, she's a monster. Like, I clear... She's got a great special move, too. Watch this. She's got a fucking machine gun. That's pretty badass, right? She's got a gun, and then she's got two nice, big fucking guns right on her chest. Yeah, I went there. Okay, here's the exit. That's devastation right there. Alright, let's look for some goodies. That was Rachel's EX attack. She jumps in the air and shoots all over the place. I don't usually... Okay. It's a little too early to do... Oh, no. I lied. Rachel gives two fucks about these. There's more millions. I don't really like that move because it's kind of hard to control. Yeah, they're like Vegas monkeys. This guy wants me to look good, dodgy. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, let's let Dion Way have some fun. He hasn't done anything wrong. Every time I place Dion Way, I just want to grab somebody and fucking headbutt him. Oh, well. Yeah, Dion Way is a monster. You want to fuck with him. Dion Way is a beast. enough said. He's not gonna stop until he's picked up some loot. Did I pick up that loot? I didn't see it. Oh no, not pay one shot. Anybody with that. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get to the next level. Yamway is showing everybody how mighty he is.
We must retreat.
Alright, fuck, I'm gonna. Yeah, that guy is so fuck. That was like a true Musou headbutt. That guy is so fucked that he doesn't even have a clue how fucked he is. Once Yamway got a hold of him, that was it. He was over. He was gone. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm trying to activate as many of the millions of dollars portals as I can because I want to try to prove my theory that... Alright, we got out. Next! I want to prove my theory that improves the number of growth points we get. Alright, here we go. Level 2. Sophidia is on the move. Trying to pick up extra children. Unfortunately, the miasma goes back down to the beginning. Otherwise, man, this would be a nightmare. Better not to kill the guys. He's like, okay, well. There's that dumbass Musashi. Get in. I'll show you swordsmanship. Oh, I'm dead. See now, holy shit. There's Ramurumori.
There's Ramurumori who stands before you. Fight me! I'm dead! I'll show you swordsmanship without...
Man, didn't you get enough punishment last time you fucking showed up? You asshole, I killed you in one hit. You remember that? No? What? You killed me in one hit. What? I said I killed you in one hit. What? Oh, well, here's the exit. We can just leave now. Nah, let's look for millions of dollars portals. Miasma's still nice and low. You can always run. Okay, so here's one. Oh, look at all these guys. So here we go. Getting millions of dollars. See, and if this is really increasing our growth points for the stage, and I've never really figured out exactly what affects how many growth points you get in the stage. But man, if that does like my theory is, then I'm fucking making fucking bank. And look at all these assholes that just popped out of the treasure chest. They're all dead as shit. Let's switch over to Momiji. I like Momiji. You'll notice I don't use my Musou attacks much and my special moves much unless I have to, because I've got that brilliance activated. Some of these guys create these bad zones. Be careful of these. I don't know what it does, but it can't be anything good. Treasure. Trying to pick up extra treasures wherever we can. There's you looking spiffy. Ooh, a hidden treasure chest. These hidden treasure chests usually have really great. Alright, get ready to clean up. Now here, like with this formation, I can create the healing zone. Where anybody that stands in there... Dude, this guy again?
The words on my back are weeping in shame at my poor performance.
What a dumbass. This guy's like that fucking guy that shows up. Like, you know, back in the old days of playing role-playing games, like, there'd be a guy who would show up, and, you know, you'd keep kicking his ass, but, like, you would never actually kill him. And every time you kicked his ass, he'd be like,
I'll come back next time and I'll get you.
Yeah, he's kind of like that. That's what that guy is right now. We got some good power-ups here. Another hidden treasure chest. Maybe there's something good in it. It had miasma in it. That's not so good. See, sometimes you'll open a treasure chest and it'll give you more miasma. Sometimes you'll open a treasure chest and it'll take it away. And then sometimes it'll do other stuff like it'll heal you. It was a very happy day for me when I realized that it was actually the purple portal specifically that triggered the XP fever. That was a happy. Actually, that was yesterday, as of the time that I filmed this. But that was a happy day because now I thought it was just like random. Now it's like, oh, it's these specific ones. So now I can like time it so it's like, okay, I can have a specific guy that I want to level up and then have him trigger it and just put the shitload, bring a shitload of guys around, and then I clean up. So here's one now. There aren't that many guys around it. I'm gonna probably be dead by the time this thing fucking triggers. Here comes some. He's coming down, alright, look at her go. Alright, let's get out of here. There's a treasure chest or two along the way. I shall fight you. John Way. He'll tell us a path. He'll help the girls out. He'll cut them path through. Dion Way, despite his brutish looks, Dion Way is quite the gentleman and the ladies' man. That's how he got all these hot chicks to hang out with him. A fire wizard, sorcerer, ooh, scary. Have a good night. Sit down. Now let's get out of here. Alright, third and final level. Sophia is on the case. Sometimes there's actually, on these later levels, there's actually a boss you gotta kill to open the portal instead of... I should show you Sophia's initial attack. She runs up the guy, slashes him, and now, boom, big explosion. Death is transporting supplies. Ooh, I'm scared. This level's like some maze. I should also point out that the higher the miasma level the miasma gets, it becomes very hard to see what the fuck is around you. It's like a fog of war type of shit. And eventually it's like shit soup. I gotta find death. Here comes a bucket. That's another assorted jabronis. Keep firing the... Every time she does that, I get disoriented. So I try not to use that move. We found death. New mission objective. Defeat death and take the supplies. Oh, it's death. Alright, well, I'll show you Rachel's super. Holy shit, this is going to be a biscuit fest. Watch this. Oh, God, that was carnage. I don't know what's going on at this time. What happened to death? Did I kill death? I don't know. Death is successfully withdrawn. Wait, mission failed. Well, fuck you. There was like 80 billion guys on the screen. I couldn't pay attention to which one I was hitting. Plus, death was only on the map for like 30 seconds. Oh, that was gay. That's alright, I got better things to do. I got better things to do, like, I don't know, stare at Rachel's ass. Rachel can fight the guys and I'll just stand back and watch. Whee! Get the treasure first. Okay. Ooh, and a hidden treasure chest. With a thread in it. That's exciting. Unlimited information gauge. Alright, what we use after this? Speed up. More thread. Oh yeah, it's just what I needed. It's thread. He wants to test your There's some kind of a joke I could make there, but again, this is a clean, classy show. We're not gonna stoop to. I'm not gonna stoop to making such lowbrow jokes as how Rachel and Hayabusa would test each other's might in bed or something like that. You know, this is highbrow entertainment. We're not gonna stoop that low. Man, it would have been awesome if I'd been playing as Leanne Shu when that happened and I said, Leanne Shu's defeated Leanne Shu. That would have been awesome. I don't know why that would have been awesome. It would have. If I see her again, I'm going to switch. Then it'll be like, yeah, I just defeated myself. Ah, so here we go. Here's another one, but there's no bad guys around. Maybe we can lure some over. Yeah, whatever. Oh, here comes Fatty Don Joe. I never get tired of kicking his ass. Ow, 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 you fucking cocksuckers, die. I have come from the depths of darkness. I should be able to put up a decent fight. Yeah, she just pwned him. Fight me now, Brother Warren! How about if I fight you for snacks? By the way, when I do this sidestep and I glow blue, I've got a special item when I do this sidestep that gives me a second or two of invincibility, which... She's gonna keep me company! Yay! Here comes Maruichi. I need to heal. Okay, I'm healed. That's why I like that. You again. She will too, man. If you threaten somebody on her carriage, she will fucking slay your ass. Don't think she won't. I will face you. Heal. Great. Uh-oh, Guan Yu coming from the other world. I think like the other world is like kind of like an invasion type thing, kind of like Dark Souls, or like some, I don't know. It was never really explained to me very well. Well, never done. I quick draw. Of course, his quick draw is really just when he whips his dingle out of his pants. That's why I run a team full of female characters, to distract guys like him. You know, and when he's busy trying to whip it out, I just shoot him full of fucking crossbow bolts. Or Dion Wei fucking gets pissed and headbutts him to death. Nobody threatens my girls! Bang! Alright, he's dead. Again. Man, look at all these assholes that just showed up. You know, I just mowed them all down.
I'm aiming straight for your heart. Are you ready?
I wouldn't tell him that you're going to keep him company, then, so he might get overexcited. We got some materials. That's nice. I'm my own enemy. Yeah, I got it. Lian Shou defeated Lian Shou. Excellent. Unfortunately, I was slow on the draw with my screenshot button, but I can always take a banner of that later. One of the things about the PlayStation 4 I found out is that there's a screenshot saving thing. So, like, if I see something that's banner worthy, I can just take a quick picture. Poor girl is confused that she has to fight herself. Oh, this is the way out. Yes, alright. And we made it! 293, yeah, I would definitely say that it's beneficial to go after those portals, even if we're running level 100 guys, because we get shitloads of growth points. And we got some crappy items. Very nicely done, very nice. Let's see if we could clear any quests. No, but we're getting close. And you get extra items for clearing these, like new items. Like mystic bells or mystic balls. I don't know. See if we can summon anybody new. It's cool. Psych! We'll bring new wand. We'll bring new wand to the group. Glory formation. Nice, alright. Definitely not bringing that fat fuck. Alright, that's all the people I'm letting into the pool club. So we gave a bunch of experience points out to a bunch of folks. So that worked out very nicely. We got a ton of points. So that hopefully gives you an idea of all that gauntlet mode is a big, endless pit of eternal doom. And if you like grinding and doing all sorts of endless battling of slaughtering guys after you've already maxed out your characters or gotten them strong, like we did in the previous video, now you've seen the next level with the new Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate. And I hope you've enjoyed this, the first half of ZTV Warriors Week. We'll have more next time.